Former Prime Minister questions Interpol watchlist. The TTPS denies any involvement. Police make several arrests and firearm seizures in nationwide operations. THA to launch Safe Tobago app. And the THTA president says Tobago is open for business despite the SOE. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Monday, 21st July 2025. To our top story this evening, former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley is demanding answers following a troubling encounter during recent travel, which he claims was linked to his name being flagged at an Interpol watchlist, At a press conference held at his Glencoe residence in Trinidad, Dr. Rowley recounted experiencing immigration delays while passing through Antigua last week.
Antigua security came looking for me, found me, and took me into the protocol system and took me into the executive lounge where I would complete my waiting. One of the officers who I interacted with there, in making conversation with her, I mentioned my delay at immigration because I was kind of, while not bothered, I was a little concerned. And somewhere along the line, I was then told after I was there for a while, somebody spoke to somebody, and then I was told that the reason why I was delayed is because I was on a watch list.
Dr. Rowley attributed the incident to what he believes is a deliberate attempt by the current government to tarnish his reputation, naming Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar and Attorney General John Jeremy as those responsible. He asserted that the situation is not only an attack on his character, but raises serious national concerns.
It was confirmed to me then that I was on Interpol. And the issues that arose in Antigua are as a result of Antigua police responding to Interpol and Interpol's interest in me. Ladies and gentlemen,
challenged the authorities to explain what alleged offense, personal or professional, could justify such an international alert. He called on the Commissioner of Police, Alyssa Guevara, to state whether the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service had any role in triggering the alert through Interpol. Well, the TTPS in a media release confirmed that Dr. Rowley is not on any Interpol watch list, stating that no alerts or submissions have been made by local authorities. It emphasized that Interpol listings require legal documentation and cannot be influenced by politics. Reaffirming its neutrality, the TTPS urged care in public statements. Dr. Rowley called the incident a, quote, stain on his reputation and accused the government of defamation, hinting at political motives tied to his CARICOM legacy. So some other news. Today, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is reporting that it executed 84 operations across 12 divisions, resulting in 23 arrests, the recovery of 2 firearms, and 86 rounds of ammunition. In a media release issued this afternoon, it said the operations also included 507 searches, 45 traffic exercises, and the targeting of 36 high-priority offenders. The report stated that officers seized camouflage clothing and a ski mask during exercises that focused on criminal hotspots and major roadways. The Southern Division led enforcement efforts with 24 arrests and 151 traffic interventions, while the Interagency Task Force played a key role in recovering illegal weapons. The TTPS says these actions reflect its ongoing commitment to proactive policing and the enforcement of national safety measures. Meanwhile, police said on Sunday They had intensified their operations over a 72-hour period, conducting a total of 185 coordinated exercises targeting traffic violations and the possession of illegal firearms. According to official reports, a total of 1,185 searches were executed alongside 94 traffic-related operations across all policing divisions. These efforts resulted in the detention of 715 traffic offences and the arrest of 81 individuals as part of a broader commitment to enhance public safety and increase law enforcement visibility in targeted communities. Among the key outcomes, 70 priority offenders were identified and targeted during these intensified patrols. 8 illegal firearms were recovered during the operations, including 4 pistols, 2 revolvers, 1 shotgun, and 1 rifle, underscoring the ongoing danger posed by unlawful weapon possession. Authorities also seized undisclosed quantities of cannabis and recovered a total of 47 rounds of ammunition across multiple calibers. This included 10 rounds of 9mm, 16 rounds of 380, 7 rounds of .38, 10 rounds of 5.56mm, and 4 rounds of 12-gauge cartridges. Commissioner of Police Alyssa Guevara emphasized the significance of these results, stating that, quote, "These results are a clear indication that sustained operational pressure can yield tangible outcomes in the fight against crime and traffic violations," end quote. The officers remain vigilant and committed to disrupting criminal activity, protecting communities, and ensuring safer roads. The operations were intelligence-driven and involved collaboration with several partner agencies. Well, in the wake of a recently declared nationwide state of emergency in Trinidad and Tobago, Tobago is moving swiftly to reinforce its security measures with new technological tools and an increased law enforcement presence, following a crucial meeting of the Tobago Security Council on Sunday. The island's leadership is reassuring both residents and visitors that Tobago remains a safe and welcoming destination despite growing national security concerns. Reporter Kimberly Mitchell has the details.
Led by Chief Secretary Farley Augustine, the Tobago Security Council convened on Sunday, 20th July. The meeting focused on implementing new strategies to bolster public safety. Following the meeting, Augustine announced that a Safe Tobago app is being developed in partnership with the Division of Tourism.
This week, through the Tobago House of Assembly, we'll be providing the national security apparatus with 2 means through which the public can get easier access to security on island. The first is that through the Division of Tourism, we are working on the Safe Tobago app. That's an app that any Tobagonian, any visitor can use.
In addition to the app, which he said will be launched this week, a dedicated Tobago-specific hotline, 639-HELP, will also be launched this week, offering a direct line for policing matters. Chief Secretary Augustine has also affirmed his commitment to continue dialogue with top national security officials, including ministers of government. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, Tobago Division, has pledged a stepped-up presence across the island, as confirmed by Senior Superintendent Earl Eli.
We will see an increase in the visibility of the police and an increase in the activities and the exercises jointly held by the TTPS and the Defence Force. Let me also give the population the assurance that Tobago will remain a safe place and it will not be a haven for criminals or so-called criminals from Trinidad to come here to escape.
Despite broader national security concerns, Tobago's tourism industry remains resolute in its message of safety and open doors. President of the Tobago Hotel and Tourism Association offered firm reassurance to travelers.
What we would like to do is to assure all our visitors that Tobago remains safe, and even more so now with the SOE in place, it becomes safer. Persons can move around freely and continue to enjoy themselves as they're accustomed, including our nationals here in Trinidad and Tobago, as well as our international guests. Come to Tobago, enjoy yourself, everything is open, we're open for business as usual, and remain safe.
Key stakeholders in attendance included Acting Chief Administrator Carl Murray, ACP Oswin Subero, Captain McKenna, Chief Roberts and Ken Jones of the Tobago Chamber of Commerce. Their presence underscored Tobago's commitment to maintaining safety and stability during the state of emergency. Kimberly Mitchell, reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay tuned.
This week at the Tobago Heritage Festival 2025, Natural Treasures Day in Charlottesville, Monday 21st, 9 a.m. Salaka Feast in Pembroke, Wednesday 23rd, 8 p.m. Lekoto Folk Tales and Superstition, Thursday 24th, 8 p.m. Miss Tobago Heritage Personality Show, Friday 25th, from 6 p.m. Sponsored by First Citizens. Tobago Old Time Carnival Juve, Saturday 26th, 4 a.m. Heritage Calypso Monarch, Saturday 26th from 8 p.m. Buko Unveiled, Sunday 27th.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Hair goals, we've got them. At S&R Hair Fantasy, we provide a wide variety of quality hair, the latest hair accessories, adult toys, skin lightening products, female underwear, and much more under one roof. Check us out on Shelbourne Street in Plymouth or call us at 317-0808. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. S&R Hair Fantasy, for queens who know exactly what they want. Welcome back. While security forces ramp up operations across Trinidad and Tobago following intelligence of a credible threat from criminal networks, tourism officials in Tobago are sending a very different message to the world. Reporter Jewel Green-George has more details.
The words state of emergency can send a chill through any travel plan, but in Tobago, officials are working overtime to counter that narrative. Recently elected president of the Tobago Hotel and Tourism Association, Reginald McLean, insists that the national security measures aimed at crime hotspots in Trinidad do not affect the visitor experience here. With tourism being the undeniable lifeblood of this island's economy, the stakes are incredibly high to ensure that message is heard loud and clear.
The Tobago Hotel and Tourism Association wishes to assure all local and international visits that despite the recent declaration of a state of emergency by the government, that the island of Tobago remains open, safe, and fully operational for tourism. And not just international tourism, but domestic as well. There are currently no restrictions on the movement of persons
That assurance is being backed by action. Following a high-level meeting of the Tobago Security Council, officials confirm they are increasing the presence of law enforcement across the island. It's a proactive move to prevent any spillover of criminal activity and protect an industry that before the pandemic saw over 80% of its visitors arriving from international destinations.
What I can tell you coming out of discussions held yesterday is that we are upping the manpower in Tobago. We are upping the availability of vehicles. We are fixing some small issues that we have with the Coast Guard, for example. And we are looking right now at bringing back the police marine unit to help with all our beaches.
To further boost confidence, new technology is being rolled out this week, including a Tobago-specific emergency hotline and a Safe Tobago mobile app for anonymous reporting. It's a clear strategy to make visitors not only feel safe, but be safer than ever.
The bottom line is Tobago is safe. Everything is exactly how it was. The only change is that the police have a little bit more authority now to do what they have to do to get this crime situation that is boggling Trinidad down under control.
So while the national security alert remains high, the message from Tobago's tourism sector is one of resilience and readiness. Officials are betting that sun, sand and enhanced security will be a winning combination to keep the island's most vital industry thriving. Jewel Green George for Tobago Updates Television News.
The Wim Hard Court was officially recommissioned last Friday. The recommissioning is one of many that form part of the ongoing upgrades to hard courts across Tobago.
According to the Psalm, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we, the people of Swarm, must rejoice and be glad today.
Minority Councillor Petal Daniel Benwa was pleased to be a part of the recommissioning ceremony.
Unveiling a refurbished space, it's a celebration of advocacy, community, and representation. This court stands as a powerful symbol of what can be achieved when genuine representation meets purposeful collaboration.
MP for Tobago West, Joel Sampson, emphasized Wim Hard Court's multifaceted value.
This facility represents more than just a plain surface. It symbolizes a dedicated space for our youth, families, and the broader community to come together, engage in healthy recreation, and foster a spirit of unity and empowerment.
THA Assistant Secretary with responsibility for sport, Wayne Clark, affirmed his commitment to making Tobago the greatest little island on the planet, extending congratulations to the WIM community as part of this ongoing endeavor.
We're going to keep on pushing because we have a goal, one common goal, to make Tobago that greatest little island on the planet. So congratulations to the WIM community.
The 2025 staging of the Mariah Old Time Wedding took place on Saturday, July 19th as part of the annual Tobago Heritage Festival. This beloved cultural event drew hundreds of locals and visitors to the quiet village of Mariah to witness the reenactment of a traditional 19th century Tobagonian wedding. The event began at around 10 a.m. at the historic Mariah Moravian Church with the bride, groom and bridal party and other characters dressed in full Victorian-style attire. From the elegant gowns and three-piece suits to wide-brimmed hats and gloves, the attention to historical detail was striking. Characters like Massa, Imako, and the Father Giver added theatrical flair, delivering dramatic speeches and humorous interactions that brought the old-time ceremony to life.
Well, it means everything because it's actually who we are, how we live. And you'll hear me say this over and over again. You don't know where you're going if you don't know where you're coming from.
That's right.
And things have changed a lot. There's a lot of technology involved, and it's important for a festival like this to teach the younger ones how things go.
A key highlight of the event was the ceremonial procession through the village, which ended at the Mariah Recreation Ground. Along the way, the crowd was treated to vibrant traditional music featuring the tambourine and fiddle, with dancers performing folk moves such as the brushback and breakaway. Spectators eagerly joined in, creating an interactive and festive atmosphere.
It's all about tradition. It's all about culture. You know, a lot of culture, youths stray away from it a lot these days. And we can see that it's more elderly people, but it has youths also. You know, to me, it's something that should be performed in every community across Tobago. You know, and it should be taken to a larger scale.
Despite a brief afternoon shower, the weather did little to dampen spirits. Onlookers lined the route with umbrellas and chairs, embracing the rain as part of the tradition. The event concluded with a grand reception featuring cultural performances, local cuisine, and a community celebration. You're watching the Tobago Updates television news. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news after this.
Hello, New York! Are you ready to celebrate the essence of Crusoe Land and the culture of Tobago? Well, get ready for Tobago Day in New York City, hosted by the Tobago Empowerment and Alliance Mission, Sunday, August 17, 2025, Nazareth High School Courtyard, 475 East 57th Street, Brooklyn, New York, 12 noon to 8 p.m. We bring the Tobago vibes to the Big Apple. Live music, Tobago food, cultural performances, and family fun. So bring Tanty, Granny, the uncle, invite the whole neighborhood. Just bring everybody and bring your significant other too. Come celebrate Tobago Day in New York City, Sunday, August 17th, Nazareth High School Courtyard. But hey, I forget to tell all you, it's we 10th anniversary celebration. For more information, call 929-327-7857 or check Team's Facebook and Instagram pages, Team Tobago Day.
Quartz is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Quartz Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Quartz Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
My name is Tina Macmillan, your last year's third place winner and the Miss Photogenic for last year's Miss Heritage Personality Show. And this year, I want to carry you with me for my Tobago Heritage experience. I'll be hosting with Tobago Updates, bringing you live coverage behind the scenes and also their giveaways, tickets to the heritage events, and a 2-night stay to the Manzolina Grand. So you need to stay locked on to Tobago Updates on all their social media platforms, Kina Macmillan on Facebook and originalmedusa.tt on TikTok. My Tobago Heritage experience with Tobago Updates. Stay tuned.
Do something and roll back, come let me reel. I make a brush back. Do something and roll back, come let me reel. I make a brush back. Do something and do something.
TNTech is pleased to advise that its Roxborough Service Center has reopened. Starting Monday, 10th March, customers can once more visit the Roxborough Administrative Building to pay TNTech bills, request new connections, and more. TNTech, powering the nation into the next generation.
This week at the Tobago Heritage Festival 2025, Natural Treasures Day in Charlottesville, Monday 21st, 9 a.m. Salaka Feast in Pembroke, Wednesday 23rd, 8 p.m. Lekoto Folktales and Superstition, Thursday 24th, 8 p.m. Miss Tobago Heritage Personality Show, Friday 25th, from 6 p.m. Sponsored by First Citizens. Tobago Old Time Carnival Juve, Saturday 26th, 4 a.m. Heritage Calypso Monarch, Saturday 26th from 8 p.m. Buko Unveiled, Sunday 27th.
Foreigners eager to experience Tobago's October Carnival are expressing apprehension about the band launch dates, concerned that it will leave them with insufficient time to make preparations. Candice Matthews, a carnival enthusiast, has expressed concern about the short 2-month period between launches and the festivities.
We are getting so close and the band launches are now coming. It is July for the October Carnival this year, and a lot of the bands I were looking at are now coming out or have yet to come out. We're already halfway through July. It feels incredibly short notice.
Many rely on announcements to secure flights and book accommodation, comparing it to Trinidad Carnival, where band launches for next year have already begun.
Trinidad Carnival for next year is literally launching at the same time. How are international people like me supposed to properly plan? We need to sort out our flights, book accommodation, and most importantly, choose our band and register for our costumes before everything gets snatched up.
A shorter window for band registration and costume selection could create a scramble, potentially leading to higher travel costs, limited availability for popular sections, and overall stress and a deterrent for those looking to immerse themselves in Tobago's October Carnival. Our weather report is up next. Stay with us.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
This week at the Tobago Heritage Festival 2025, Natural Treasures Day in Charlottesville, Monday 21st, 9 a.m. Salaka Feast in Pembroke, Wednesday 23rd, 8 p.m. Lekoto Folktales and Superstition, Thursday 24th, 8 p.m. Miss Tobago Heritage Personality Show, Friday 25th, from 6 p.m. Sponsored by First Citizens. Tobago Old Time Carnival Juve, Saturday 26th, 4 a.m. Heritage Calypso Monarch, Saturday 26th from 8 p.m. Buko Unveiled, Sunday 27th.
Now for a look at the weather update from the TNT Met Office. Tonight is expected to be generally fair despite a few isolated showers. Tonight's temperature drops to about 25 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, a few cloudy intervals, at times accompanied by scattered showers, will interrupt a mostly fair, hot and at times sunny day. There is a low chance of an odd thunderstorm. A mostly fair night is predicted. Daytime temperatures tomorrow are set to reach 31 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 34 degrees Celsius. Seas are expected to be slight to moderate with waves 1.5 to 2 meters in open waters and near 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise is set at 5:49 and the sunset at 6:29. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Here's a recap of the headlines. Former PM questions Interpol watchlist. The TTPS denies any involvement. Police make several arrests and firearm seizures in nationwide operations. THA to launch Safe Tobago app. And THTA president says Tobago is open for business despite the nationwide SOE. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.